And now you can see the Friday Shot Day Show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv.
Rough Edge FM at roughedgefm.com.
It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours and happy hour. Fridays from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information.
Turn it up, get ready for the road. Friday Shot Day Show, knocking on your door. Grab your glass, pour that liquid fire. We're gonna drink till we can't get no higher. Friday Shot Day Show, gonna make you scream. Raise your glass high, live that wild dream. Feel the burn, let it take control. Pour another round, lose your soul.
Friday Shot Day Show.
Friday Shot Day Show, live here on Rough Edge FM. I'm just back from Hawaii, which is why I forget to hit the camera button. But we're on now, so that's the good news. I got Julie sitting right here with me.
Hello.
I don't think Doug will be joining us today because he's on a plane to Maui today. Not to Maui, to Oahu. And we'll talk about why in a couple of minutes here.
Okay.
Anyway, Julie made herself a Manhattan based on the ingredients we had on our shelf.
Yes.
So I'm going to let her tell you about her Manhattan right now.
Okay. So I used Martini and Rossi dry vermouth, which is a vermouth that I tend to like when I'm picking vermouths.
Okay.
And then Broken Barrel whiskey. It's a corn, rye, and malt barley whiskey. And then I had orange bitters. I didn't have just regular bitters. So I went ahead and did a dash of that. And I didn't have ice to shake it in or anything like that. So it's okay. I'm not in love with it. There's a lot of other drinks I would rather have, like a Mai Tai.
Sure.
But it's all
Skipper
right.
Scott Mai Tai.
And the reason why I tried this was because my son, Jared,
who we've raised to be a great mixologist.
Yes, he made a dry, dirty martini. Manhattan the other day, and I thought, I'm gonna try it and see if I like it, and it's okay. Not the top of my notch for things. He really likes it because he really likes, and he used a Scotch bourbon.
Oh, really?
Because he likes Scotch.
He likes
bourbon.
Scotch.
Yeah. So something he really enjoyed. But I'm like, yeah, okay. It's not the worst drink in the world, but not my favorite.
Gotcha. I'm going to try to move the camera up here a little bit if I can, because I want you to see that that's Elvis back in function there. You got Elvis, a headless Elvis dancing there. There you can see the whole Elvis. And I'm going to have to move him down. But we got his new batteries in, so Elvis is thrusting again. All right. So now that you know that's Elvis. So while I was gone, something major happened.
Okay.
Barrel House 101.
Oh, I know. I saw that.
Closed down in Ventura. Barrel House had a very close place in my heart.
Yeah, but they haven't really, if you think about it, been open that long, because I remember its opening. So I was already living out here. So it's not like one of those old ones that have been going on for years and years and years and years and years. I mean, granted, I've been out here in California for about 28 years. So that's a while.
Yeah.
But still.
Let me see when they opened. They opened in 2012.
Yeah. So that's
about
a while.
14 years. Yeah. But not like 50 years or something
not
like
like
that.
Some of them where they, like the one that I really broke my heart when they closed down because I really enjoyed that place and they made great martinis. Was Scotch and Sirloin.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
They had a really nice restaurant. They made
Super bartenders.
great cocktails, and I just loved going there. And plus, where it was on the harbor, it was a really nice place to go.
Yeah, still is. It's just a different bar now, and
Yeah.
it's almost the same, but not quite. Well, Barrel House has a place in my heart for one thing. Right, it was about that time that I was really discovering craft beers, as everybody was.
Mhm.
And Barrel House was going to have 101 beers on tap, and they did. They always had 101 beers on tap, and when they first opened, you could go in there and you'd say, "Let me try number 6," and you can get a little taste before you order an $8 glass of beer. They ended up stopping that because, as the owner Joby, who's a great guy, told me, he said, "We're losing like 3 barrels of beer a month by giving out taste. That's a lot." I said, "Well, can't you limit it or something?" Because it was so cool to go in there and say, "I've never seen that beer before. Let me try it." And then,
Or make your taste small enough that it doesn't end up, cut it in half.
yeah, and they were little half shot glasses, I want to say. And yeah, all you need is a sip to tell if you like it or not.
Yeah.
But anyway, the food was legendary there. People are always very happy with the foods. We went to a couple of anniversary parties they threw, and they were
We
great.
did a show from there.
And we did the first live Friday Shot Day show from there,
Yeah.
which I'm going to attach to the audio version of this podcast. If you want to listen to that, you can log into the audio
was-
version and check it out.
Way back.
Yeah,
I
that was
remember
way,
that.
way back.
The fire engines in the back.
Yeah, it was terrific. We love Barrel House 101.
Mhm.
I know that things have been rough for craft beer. Craft beer is not doing well right now. In fact, I just heard that Stone Brewing Company got bought out again. And when Stone gets sold, that's big.
You know what I think to some degree? Craft beers are very niche. They're stronger tasting, they're stronger in alcohol. And so they're not a drink that people are just gonna suck down because they're different. They're not like
Well, but for the most part, that's true.
yes, they're not like your staple beers that most people. And when people are drinking beers, a lot of people are drinking beers for the thirst part of it. So I think that's probably why it's hard to have such a variety of craft beers and find things that a lot of people are going to really like.
Right. And that's why a lot of the craft breweries were turning to Mexican lagers and things like that to get people to buy the regular tasting beers instead of the harder tasting beers. And Stone Brew is famous. I mean, somewhere in this studio, we've got a giant bottle of their Arrogant Bastard Ale, and that stuff would stick to the roof of your mouth, but it was great. But yeah, the whole craft brew industry has the bubbles finally popped. And you see sales going on every which way. You see closures going on every which way. And it was only a matter of time. And I'm sad to see it go, but I'm not surprised. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did.
Yeah.
It lasted a good long time. And it was the thing that got me into beers was the fact that I love the craft beers. But I can see why Barrel House when your signature's 101 beers on tap. First of all, can you get 101 beers now? I don't know. Secondly, like you said, not a lot of people are going out searching. You would go to Barrel House 101 for the craft beers.
Yeah.
And then you'd get food or something to go with it. But now that the craft beer bubble's broken, I'm sure the beer sales were way down, and that's got to hurt a place that prides itself on 101 taps.
Yeah, and they're heavier too. They are heavier
for the most part. Again, you got to, there's the IPAs and the stouts and the others. They may be heavier, but they were trying at the end there, scrabbling to come up with beers that were more like Coors and Bud Light. And then, of course, what's the point of craft beer?
Yeah.
If you're doing that, what's the point of craft beer? So,
and you got a bunch of people on health kicks right now. There's a whole health.
Some of us
wave.
against our own wills.
Yeah, there's a whole health wave going out. So people aren't doing the beers that tend to weigh on your waistline and all that other stuff quite as much. They're looking for other things.
Plus, there were so many craft breweries out there that some of them had to die.
Yeah.
It's just the way things work. It's the way every business works. You get this swelling, you get this fading, and then you get the pop, and all of a sudden everybody's scrabbling every which way. So I was really sorry to see Barrel House go away. As Julie said, we did a live show from there. Here's a picture. You can see those 101 taps in the background. And it was a cool place to hang out. And Joby's a great person. And he always thanked me every time I ran into him. Thanks for continuing to support Barrel House 101. And I appreciated that. And I know what's going to happen because Joby's like the Phoenix. He's going to close down Barrel House 101, but he's going to open something else. And he even kind of hinted that in his last post because they were open on their last day open was Sunday the 19th, I think it was. Yeah. And he posted, "We're almost out of food, Ventura. You guys have rushed in here and bought us out of everything." They were famous for their wings. They had no wings on their last day. They were sold out. So, and he said, "Thanks for everything, Ventura. You've given us an idea where to go next." And I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. I think that Joby will come out swinging and have another business there, and I will support it and follow it fully. So
Yeah.
anyway,
there's
sad to
always
see it go.
options of things. There's
Yeah.
different directions of things, and
They
everybody's
get 20 taps instead of 101.
or come up with something completely different.
Yeah, and right now the thing is these fine bars, like Cocktail Trust and places like that. Those are the bars that are really succeeding right now, whereas the beer things kind of faded away. Now, of course, the difference is if you're just a bar like that, that's all you really supply. You might have a little food or something like that, but you focus on the craft cocktails.
Mhm.
And so I know a lot of guys right now are going, "I'd rather drink beer than a cocktail." I'm with you, but not to the degree that there's so many craft breweries out there to keep them all afloat.
Yeah, and there is so many options when it comes to cocktails, and there's always a swing. For a while, you've seen it. The swing of everybody's doing certain types of cocktails, then everybody's doing these craft cocktails, and then everybody's drinking wine, and then everybody's doing beer, and then everybody's swinging. It's there. It comes in waves.
It does.
and it swings different ways. The pendulum doesn't stay still, otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So you got to
That's-
keep.
It's part of nature,
Yeah.
of business nature. It's just what happens. I just, sorry to see it go. So I have, so did we finish talking about your Manhattan or did we even start?
Yeah, we did. We finished talking about it. I'm finished it. So
Okay.
I did not make a big one. I made a very small one because I was just trying to see if it was something I even liked, and it was okay.
Next time you're at Enzo's, order one and see how it compares. Because Enzo's got a good bar.
Yeah.
So I have, of course, my typical Corona Zero, which I'll be drinking right now. And I'm going to open it with this bottle opener. And you're wondering, why is he showing us the bottle opener? Well, I'm about to share that with you.
I'm familiar with that bottle opener.
Uh-huh. Chin chin.
Empty cup, but yeah, chin chin.
You got to fix that. But I need, as you can tell from my voice, I need this right now.
Mm.
That's much better. Just kidding. So I just got back from Hawaii, which is why I was going to show you this bottle opener, which is a map of the Hawaiian Islands. And we were on this island, Kauai. And Julie, I got you a little gift.
Oh.
Don't tell Jim because he was mad I didn't get him anything.
Ah.
She got a Kauai shot glass.
Cute. Very nice. I have the other one that you got me from there
yeah.
too, which was the mating turtles or something.
Yeah, it was a little clay figures that told you how to make the drink. Yeah. I figured bringing you a shot glass is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It makes sense. So
I love it.
there is her
Thank you.
Kauai shot glass. And
It's a very fun, really neat
design.
design.
It's so colorful.
It's
and it's
very
a
nice.
metal shot glass, which I happen to like. I like metal.
Yeah. I love it. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. And so anyway, in Kauai was the usual things. I wasn't drinking, so I was the designated driver everywhere I went. But I did have lots of good mixed mocktails, and the mocktails were outstanding everywhere I went. Didn't get a bad one anywhere. We started off at the usual place, which is Mama Huna's, and I've got a picture of Mama Huna's here somewhere.
That kind of seems to be the direction things are going, is in these mocktails now. A lot of places are doing that right now.
I don't think this is it. Nope. Well, I wanted to share Mama Huna's with you because it's a special place. And I don't know how to do it, folks. But anyway, Mama Huna's is tiki bar. It's in the as you leave the airport, it's pretty close to the airport, and it's off to your right inside of a it's not inside of, it's beside a hotel. There's a resort, and there's the pool, and then right there is Mama Huna's. And Jacelyn and her daughter are the people we usually deal with. This time we were dealing with Nessa because we just got there on off days. Nessa, Julie, you'd love this person. She was happy. She was smiling. She defended us at one point, not to a certain degree, but it was fun. I'll tell you about that. And I would go up there and I'd order cocktails, and you would think she wasn't mixing them right because she made them so fast. They were all perfect. They were all delicious. Everybody liked their cocktails.
Nice.
And the mocktail she made me, I told her, can you make me a mocktail? She says, I got the right one for you. I don't know what it was, but she made it up for me and it was delicious. Super fast. Never would have guessed that those drinks had been right. I mean, I literally paid, moved over, waited a minute, and she hands me 2 drinks. They weren't pre-mixed. She just knew exactly what she was doing. She's awesome, like everybody else is at Mama Huna's. And that's real close to Lidgate Beach, by the way. If you know Lidgate Beach, you can walk to Mama Huna's from there. And we did that one time because we were there 3 times and enjoyed Mama Huna's.
Nice.
We also found a new bar called the Flying Saucer. Now, we had heard the Flying Saucer was a tiki bar. When you go inside, it's more of an exotic lounge.
Okay.
But the tiki bar part comes in when the menu comes in. So this is the interior of the Flying Saucer. And as you can see,
It doesn't really represent tiki.
it doesn't look real tiki. There's no bushes. There's no, it's nothing like Pele Uto, which is 105% tiki. But the cocktails, take a look at this.
Oh,
There you go.
I like the mug.
That little fishbowl was my mocktail.
Very nice.
And it was delicious, and there was a lot of it, and you can see they decorated it up nicely. Super nice people too. The bartender used to work or was part of the bar downstairs, which was Barfish Deli, I hope. And she moved upstairs to the Flying Saucer, owned by the same people, I believe. And it was the first day it was tough to get in there. We got there and she said, sorry, we're full. You can wait if you want to, but I can't tell you how long it'll be before somebody leaves. We said, well, we're here. We ain't going nowhere. So we waited 40 minutes and finally got a seat inside, and they took good care of us. And the drinks were awesome. We went there later with Doug and Michelle, who were there from Costa Rica, and they also liked it a lot. So that was good news. And other than that, everything was pretty much the same. We went to Tahiti Nui, had and when I say it's usually they had a couple of good Mai Tais and some good food there. Tiki and Niki, the people at Tiki and Niki, they weren't supposed to be open that day, but they were having a street fair in the little mall area where they're located. So they decided to open up for drinks only. Well, that's all we need.
Yeah.
And we sat there and had such a good time with that bartender. And I have pictures of her because she would not leave until each of us could throw cinnamon at a burning drink and make it spark properly. Took me like 9 times.
Now, so is it ground cinnamon?
Yes.
Okay.
And you just flick it at the side. If you drop it at the top, it doesn't work. You have to flick it at the side.
Huh.
And that's and I couldn't get that right for the life of me. But she was very cool too. So if you go to Kauai, tons of great bars to hang out. That's only a few of them. I could tell you about so many more, but I don't want to be that guy who brings his vacation photos and tells you the story. But I did want to tell you about those 2 things. So I'm glad to be back. We're back on our regular schedule now. Should be for a while because I don't think I'm going anywhere until October. She is, though.
I am in May 11th to the 16th, so I'll miss that one show.
Okay, so one show's not bad.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. And where are you going?
Virginia.
Virginia?
Just hang out with my son,
Oh,
who is turning 30 this year.
that's a good time to hang out with him.
Yeah. And he was born on Mother's Day.
Really?
So his birthday generally falls somewhere around there. There's times when it falls on Mother's Day, and
It's like me and Thanksgiving.
yeah, so but his 30th birthday, and
Are you going to be there on his birthday?
yes, because he was born on the 12th. So, and we're getting out there on the 11th. So,
Perfect.
it'll be fun. As soon as we talked about wanting to go, it was kind of funny because we talked about wanting to go, and then Jen, I think the next day, was online buying us tickets to get out there. So it's nice. And it's fun. We get to hang out. I got my grandson out there.
He's going to be happy to see you.
He's going to be ecstatic to see me because every week we talk and we FaceTime and do different things. This week, our FaceTime consisted of playing hide and seek. So they were hiding the phone and he would have to find me, and then he would hide and they would help me find him. And then Jake was doing it too, where Jake hid and Jackson and I were both trying to find Daddy. And we did that for about half an hour to 45 minutes, which it's fun because at least with FaceTime, I can spend time with him and we can play, and he'll show me his toys and he'll do different things. And we just act really silly. And sometimes we even wrestle. How we wrestle through FaceTime.
Hey, whatever
figure it
works.
out.
Yep. As long as he believes that, that's fine. As long as it makes it
But
exciting. and
he's
fun.
having fun and he gets
Yeah.
to feel like he gets to play with grandma. And I don't know, to me, I feel like it's nice because it gives us a little bit of something that we wouldn't normally have.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Well, so Doug just texted he won't be on the show today for sure. He just got off the airplane in Oahu. And why do you think he's going to Oahu?
Sergeant Steve or something like that.
He's going to Spam Fest, Spam
Oh.
Jam 2026 in Waikiki. He and Joe and Denise, who came over to the island and hung out with us for a few days, they live on Oahu, and they said, "Hey, why don't you guys take a couple extra days and go to Spam Fest, Spam Jam?" I keep calling it Spam Jam. And Doug said, "Oh, hell yeah, we're doing that." I couldn't. I got my doggies to come home too. So, so they're heading there. It's tomorrow. And the things I've heard about Spam Jam are pretty cool. One thing I've heard is that the music is amazing. They get the best music artists out there to play. And
Nice.
so it's a big festival thing. The second thing I've heard is that they have Spam ice cream.
Okay.
I don't know much about the flavor of that. I don't know much about
The only thing that I
the
could
taste.
possibly maybe wrap my brain around is the salty savory thing.
Yeah, but who
The
knows?
salty sweet, because I am a big one for the savory sweet taste combination. That I'm kind of a
You
real
like caramel
sucker.
and sea salt and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, or chocolate and sea salt.
Yeah.
But I'll have like chips and something sweet. I can't do just the salt and I can't do just the sweet.
Right.
But I like the combination of the two because it balances itself out.
Well, I don't know that this is even a representation of what they have at Spam Jam, but if it is, I imagine that ice cream is a little Spam flavored, and I'm pretty sure those little Spam crumbles on top.
That would be a little weird for me. That looks like bacon crumbles.
They said that they wouldn't try that, Doug and Michelle. And I
Yeah,
said, of course you got to
looks
try that. They said
A little
no.
weird. So
So
I don't
anyway,
know.
Doug's lucky. He gets to go to Spam Jam in Waikiki tomorrow, and he's going to get some pictures and send them out to us. And also, I told him there's a T-shirt that I really want from there, so hopefully, I'll get a Spam Jam T-shirt as well. So anyway, that's pretty much it for my return home from Hawaii. Not going anywhere tonight though. We got home last night at 1:00 in the morning, so it wasn't last night. It was this morning. And once you've been traveling all that time, you're still wired. So it took me another hour and a half to go to sleep. And so we're not going out tonight anywhere. And that's a good thing because Harbor Cove Cafe is closed for their benefit.
Right.
They're having a benefit tonight. So the whole restaurant's closed down unless you bought tickets in advance to go to this. And it sounds like a great thing too. It sounds like it supports a great cause. And also it's going to be a party down there.
Yeah. Well, it's always a party over there.
That's true too. But it's going to be like, he said they're going to have floating hors d'oeuvres served. So everybody will be sitting there and they'll be coming around with the hors d'oeuvres. If you happen to go, make sure you get some pineapple upside down cake if it's available. My mom's favorite. She loves that. But so can't go there. And we thought about La Cabana, but it's like, let's just stay home and catch up on our TV. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So you need to recover from your vacation.
Yeah. Sometimes you do. Now Hawaii is behind or in front?
I'm sorry?
In time, is Hawaii behind or in
It's 3
front?
hours behind.
Okay,
So
so
if it's 3 o'clock here, it's noon there.
okay. So that gets a little screwy with your system too, because it's always easier to fly east. It's way harder coming west
Yeah.
because for you, your body, if it's earlier, no, it's later. Your body's saying it's later when it's still light out and everything.
Yeah.
So your body's all mucked up.
Yeah, we pretty much lost 3 hours last night, just vanished because we were coming back this way. And it was weird because we left at 2:30 and we landed at 11 o'clock. That seems like a 9-hour flight. It wasn't. It was like 5.5 hours plus the time difference. So,
Yeah.
but it was all good. So anyway, glad to be back again and getting back on schedule for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of getting back on schedule, I believe it's time for this.
Yeah, we have
Your ass, it's time to taste the cask on the Friday Shot Day Show. Brought to you by Pele Utu, Reno's only traditional tiki bar. A kaleidoscope of colors and tropical charm with the undeniable allure of paradise and intoxicatingly delicious cocktails. Pele Utu, open Wednesday through Sunday from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. 1275 Stardust Street in Reno, Nevada. For more information, please visit peleutu.com. Julie is up pouring the rum into her new shot glass. So this is the rum from our cask here in the studio. As you know, it changes week from week. We never know what to expect. Sometimes it startles us how good it is. Sometimes it startles us how bad it is and how hot it is and how smooth it is. It's always a different thing. So let's see what Julie says today.
okay.
Uh-oh, it's complex today.
Well, it's hot. But there's like the initial taste is very sweet. But then it gets my mouth is watering. It's hot.
Okay. So it's hotter than usual today. Not as hot as it's been, but
No. No, but it's definitely it's different. I don't know. There's something really, really different about it. I'm not entirely sure if I like it or don't like it. Maybe it could be the out of the middle. I don't know. It's just different. Am I weird or is it different?
smells different. And I don't know why that is.
It's different.
I don't get that from the metal as much as I get it from.
No, like the first.
It's like we put a new rum in it, but we didn't.
No, it's different. But it is hot because I'm like, ooh, that hasn't been that hot.
Yeah, and it isn't as hot as usual because I would smell it. It would burn my nostril hairs past. This doesn't seem that way.
No, it just doesn't taste like it did, for sure. But we haven't had it in a couple weeks because we haven't done 2 shows in a row.
That's true.
So it is. It has been a little different. I wonder if, and maybe I'm just like reaching for straws here, but you know, when we try it, we open the top, the bung hole, and we pour it. But when we're not having it in between weeks, it's staying sealed up. I wonder if that has any effect. Like there's no air getting inside to change things.
Well, there shouldn't though, right? Isn't that how everybody else does it?
Right. But I'm saying, I'm wondering if that has a bigger effect on the taste, just like how it affects the process. Because when you open it up and air gets inside,
it allows some creation or a change.
Right. Oxidization, where when it's all sealed up and there's nothing coming in and out, you know, I'm wondering if it has a different effect on because why would it taste so completely different? And I know it's a process and it will change and evolve and this and that.
But we've got some more rum up there. So before I leave, at least maybe tomorrow I'll do it. We'll put some, I'll fill it up again and we'll see what if it changes again next week. Do you hear voices? Oh,
Yeah, I
yes,
think,
we do hear voices.
yeah,
Okay.
downstairs.
I just was making sure the demons weren't calling me. Because I figured that would be happening pretty soon. So
Yeah.
anyway,
No, so I mean, it's different. It's not bad. It's just hotter than it's been for sure. It's definitely hotter.
my buddy Joe was nice enough to bring me bottles of non-alcoholic Heineken, which we tried in the show. It's not bad. So I was drinking that on the beach. They meanwhile had lemonade and punch.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry, margaritas and cocktails. We don't know if the rules are in Hawaii if you can drink on the beach or not. So the margaritas, which were bottled and
lemonade?
frozen, became lemonade. And the punch, which was a cranberry kind of a Cosmo,
Okay.
became punch. But I was flaunting this everywhere. Boy, come on, come tell me I can't drink on the beach because it's got zero alcohol.
Yeah. But you still, a teenager couldn't go into a store and purchase that either.
Is that true?
Yep.
Well, why is that?
I don't know. And I haven't been able to figure that out.
Is
But-
it like a slippery slope law?
I don't know, but I know that you can't be underage and purchase that.
That's interesting.
And it sells only in the alcohol section. It's not like they put it in.
Well, you know why? I mean, it does literally say less than 0.5% alcohol.
Except for the Heineken. I believe the Heineken is
Pure zero?
zero
Oh, interesting.
because I
The
have
Stella
tried that.
is. Yeah, Heineken's good. The Stella is amazing too. It's almost as crisp and clear as a regular Stella.
The Stella feels less like a non-alcoholic drink than any of them that I've tried so far.
It tastes almost the same, right?
Yeah. The Stella, it tends to be the one that I go for a beer because I'm not a huge beer drinker. So I do rather enjoy the Stella.
Stella 0.02. So amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fascinating. I've said before, I'm thankful that if I have to get to the point that I can't drink alcohol, that there are so many other options.
Yeah.
Because non-alcoholic beer used to suck. Anybody remember near beer?
Well, okay. Their wines are still sucky.
Yeah, I
I'm
haven't
sorry.
tried a new wine yet.
Their wines still just don't cut the mustard. I've tried a couple different ones hoping, and it still tastes like glorified grape juice. And to me, it's too much like something that just doesn't have any interest for me, that the calories aren't worth it.
Yeah.
Because normally I drink water. I don't do a lot of different types of drinks. I don't drink soda or other things like that. I drink my coffee in the morning, and then it's usually water all day. And then I will do my cocktail or my wine at night. So wine just it's not worth it to me. And I'm kind of picky about my wine though, too. I don't drink just any wine anymore.
Well, that's true. And I've never tried a non-alcoholic wine. I think maybe I'll bring one next week.
Yeah.
So prepare yourself
they're
for a
not
taste
great.
disappointment.
Yeah, they're not great.
But
I haven't found
Let's try
one.
it. Yeah.
And maybe we need to search more. But what they're selling in the grocery stores, I haven't found one that I'm like, oh yeah, I could give up wine for this.
Do they have that at Grocery Outlet?
I haven't seen a non-alcoholic wine, but Grocery Outlet is so bare right now. It's making me a little nervous because
They
they're
closed a
shutting
couple
down
stores, yeah.
some of the stores, and their selection at the Grocery Outlet on Pettit is really, 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 really thin.
Here's the problem with that. And this has been going on for decades. The problem is everybody out on that end of town bitches and complains because there's no grocery store near their neighborhood. Well, there have been 4 grocery stores near your neighborhood. You just didn't go to them.
Yeah.
And so they pop them in. They're probably successful for a while, and then people go elsewhere. And so that little one
It was Pick and
shrivels away.
Save before Grocery Outlet, wasn't it?
No, it was either it was a grocery store.
Right. I thought it was like a
It was Albertsons. It's been Fad. Anybody remember Fad? I don't remember right before it left what it was. It wasn't Pick and Save because that's not a grocery store. That was a cheap department store.
okay.
But it was something like that. But the point is, there have been 4 or 5 different
Well,
grocery markets
Albertsons
there, and they all
aren't
fail.
huge. I don't know what it is, but Albertsons, you only have one in Ventura.
Yeah.
You've got how many Vons is? Oh my God.
Lots of
Vons is,
Vons,
like
yeah.
on every corner. And then there's like there's one on Victoria.
Well, the point is, folks, if you want something that you've been
gotta
asking
use it.
for, then you have to support it.
Yeah.
You got to go out there and buy stuff from there. I buy a lot of stuff from there. We go over there and we get, Shelly gets her berries there for her
Yeah.
breakfast. It's
Well,
good.
and you got to support these. I don't know if you call them discount.
It's the wrong word.
It's not like discount like you're
Affordable.
thinking.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're different. It's not a big chain like Vons, because Vons is expensive, and unless you know how to shop at Vons, you cannot do a grocery shopping at Vons and get hardly anything. I mean, it's almost $100 for a bag of food these days. It's over the top outrageous. Where at grocery outlet, you know,
Aldi's.
I can do a grocery shopping for a week and spend like $60. There's no way in hell I could do that at Vons. No way. Not unless I'm eating the absolute crappiest shit in the world. You know, it's just, you got to support these little places that are trying to make food more affordable.
Especially when you're going to complain about there not being anything near. There is something near. Go to it. Use it.
Yeah. Aldi's, between grocery outlet and Aldi's has some really interesting things. I like Aldi's because there's foods and things that you can get from there that you're not going to get anywhere else.
Shelly likes to go there too.
A good price. But grocery outlet still is a good price. It used to be a little bit more like Aldi's. It's backed off from that more and more as it's has been around for a little while. I'm finding they're doing less and less and less of their interesting things, and it's becoming more of the same stuff. It's not quite as much as
their hard liquor section has shrunk to almost nothing.
Yeah, they're literally, the other day I could probably count the bottles that were on the shelf when I went over there, and it was nothing good.
Another problem with grocery outlet, and I'm not saying don't go there because you can go there and get what you need. But the other problem is if you find something you really like, odds are it won't be there next time. Because this AI overview, which I usually despise, but this one actually works, says grocery outlet is an extreme value discount retailer that sells name brand, overstocked, and closeout products at 40 to 70% less than conventional supermarkets. Operating as an independent owner-operator model, these stores offer a constantly changing treasure hunt inventory of groceries, produce, wine, and household items. See, that's the key. It's a treasure hunt. You find it once, odds are you won't find it again.
And you do have to be smart because they do overinflate the estimated prices.
Everywhere else, $50 when everywhere else is like $35.
Yeah, because I've fell victim to that a couple times with some of the wines or the liquors, and then I look them up. Now, when they make those grandeur statements, I tend to look it up because I'm like, yeah, that is not really the facts.
And by the way, all the stores do that. If you go to a clearance bin at Vons, for example, or at Ralph's, for example, it's going to say half off the regular price, and the regular price is astronomical. It's like, no, that's not half off. I can get that for, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, again, we're not dissing grocery outlet by any chance. You need to, if you want a grocery store in your end of town, you got to go to that grocery store.
And honestly, I think some of these retailers need to start thinking about what they're doing. They think that they're pulling the wool over people's eyes, but people are getting smart to it because, our money is really precious to us right now because it's hard. It's expensive times. So stop trying to pull the wool over our eyes. Just be honest. Be an honest retailer. I have so much more respect for a business that is honest with you. All these games they play kind of just annoy the crap out of me.
Here's the bottom line. It's like email spam. So many people buy into it that, hey, it works. And that's what happens. So
sad though, because
it is.
It used to be, it was illegal to have false advertisement. It's not anymore because everybody's doing it. And it's like, how did we get so ridiculously lazy that we don't hold these businesses to their feet to the fire?
And I'll tell you, the Ventura district attorney is pretty tough on that kind of stuff. They've even sued a cookie manufacturer because they had this 2-tiered box of cookies that you could buy, but the bottom tier was just a plastic shelf lifting the top ones up. So they sued them and cost them a fortune, but they pay attention to this stuff. So, if they're getting away with it here, they're probably getting away with it everywhere. That's the bottom line.
And it's sad. And it's because we're lazy and we don't call them out on it.
Yeah.
And we should be calling people out on it because money is precious these days.
More so than ever.
We don't have a ton of money to spend. So you got to be frugal. Protect yourself. Pay attention to what you're doing. Don't just do it because it's easy.
Yeah, that's all we ask.
Yeah.
All right. So we're out of time today because we got somebody coming in here in about 5 minutes to, about 20 minutes, but we got about 5 minutes left to do a podcast follow-up. So we're going to cut out early. We agreed to cut out early. Because you guys are sick of hearing about me in Hawaii, but I do one more time to go. I found the Mama Hunas picture. There's Mama Hunas.
Ah, nice.
And so you can see the nice decor there. And that background is real. That's not a backdrop. That's the actual friggin' beach. It's beautiful. And again, Jacelyn, her daughter, and Nessa are all terrific people. We got burgers there, and they were out of this world. They grill them right there in the bar. It's so nice. And just super nice people. I was going to tell you how Nessa defended us. I'll tell you that story real quick, and we'll get out of here. So the second time we walk into Mama Hunas, there were 7 of us. And as we walked by, this guy at the bar looked up and goes, "Yeah, I'm out of here. I hate crowds." Well, that's kind of rude. Why would you say that?
You don't even know who these people are.
Yeah. And Nessa goes, no. Those are good people. Those are great people. They sit here. They're nice. They're polite. They order their drinks. They go to their table. They laugh. They have fun. She goes, no. These are good people. You don't have to leave for these people. I promise you. I thought, well, that's nice. Nessa, thank you very much. So, and those people still left. So screw you. You lost out.
Well, you know what? If you're going to be that ornery in life, then you're missing out because like you said, you guys, I hang out with you guys all the time. You're great and it's fun and it makes your night better when you let you open yourself up. If you're going to be that ornery and miserable, then
he doesn't know us. And we bus our own tables. We get our own drinks. They didn't have to, all she had to do was make those drinks and we were happy. They did a lot more than that because they also made the food, which we were all very happy about as well. But when it's all over, we take our dirty dishes up and everything else because we're just, that's the nice thing to do, So anyway, I heartily recommend Mama Hunas.
A crowd of nice people is better than a staunchy single person. Just so you know.
Understand what that guy, I guess he was trying to be cool and you failed miserably.
Yeah.
We also saw a fight at the food truck at our resort, which I'll tell you about off air because I can't tell you about it on air.
Oh, wow.
Yes, the police have asked me to stay secret about it. But I'll tell you, I'll tell Julie off air. So anyway, next week I'll try to find a bottle of non-alcoholic wine and we'll give that a shot and I'll probably like it and Julie will make a face.
Okay.
Because it'll be your last day here until that you've gone.
Okay, so let me, okay. Yeah.
It'll be April 31st.
No, it won't. It'll be April. It'll be May 1st.
Yeah. Our May Day show.
Everything works out and I will be here that day.
You got something going on that day?
No.
Just preparation?
The day before.
April 30th?
Yep.
Okay. Can we talk about that or is that something?
No, I'd rather not.
Okay.
Not on air. I can talk about it, but not on air.
0 alcohol, folks. I promise I'm drinking that. All right. We'll see you all next week. Thanks for listening. Hopefully we'll get Doug back on with us next week and we'll try some non-alcoholic wine and of course the rum cask, etc. as well. So we'll see you then. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
And
enjoy your weekend.
Bye. Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.